Yo, what's up? It's your boy Nico. I did a thing on Instagram like a while ago, and it was for an idea. And I recorded footage for this, and I wanted this to be the Thanksgiving special, but it didn't work out. So I'm just gonna put it out right now. Without a further ado, I, Hello Kitty Lover, present the long-awaited, anticipated. Also, you should follow me on Instagram if you ever want to be part of a Hello Kitty Lover thingy.
Starla!
I met Starla my first day at Riverside High. I guess she was a menace in middle school because I got asked a lot, why Starla? Why do you hang out with Starla? Like, why her? And the answer is, Starla understands me more than anyone in the entire world. She understood me more than I understood myself at the time. God, I love Starla. She's the Gandhi to my Abe. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. And she reminds me of the song Háblame by Chicano Batman.
Cuando despierto, el sol apaga.
Wyatt.
I met Wyatt in the 7th grade. I once witnessed Wyatt tell a 6-foot big titty buff man to fuck off because he wouldn't let Wyatt play Minecraft on the school iPad. And he requests videos of me on the toilet, like every day. 6 out of 10. And he reminds me of the song Revenge by Captain Sparkles.
Total shock fills your body. Oh no, it's you again. I can never forget.
Angie is this goth Argentinian woman who just replied to my story one night, and we go to the same social media. I get to practice my Spanish with her, and we talk about music like every day. She told me once that I have a very silky voice. I don't know if she's trying to say sexy or silky. Either way, 9 de 10. She is very pleasant, and she reminds me of the song Brisa de Amor by, I'm not even gonna try and Jalen. Jalen is someone I worked with at the haunted house that I worked at. He is such a silly little man. I think he's awesome. His greatest feat, though, is surviving this. Yeah. I give him 8 concussions out of 10. And the song that reminds me of him is Planet Claire by the B-52s.
Faster than the speed of light.
Emily. Emily is someone I had theater with in the 10th grade. And
I think all my things are away.
I made some real stupid judgments, and I felt like I squandered my relationship with the theater kids, and so I stopped going to theater. And it's something I still think about and regret to this day. But Emily's wonderful. Emily's great. Whenever she would talk to me, it would always put a smile on my face. 8.5 out of 10. She reminds me of the song With These Hands by Tom Jones.
Long after stars have lost their glow.
Whoa, your name is Raven? That's the most coolest shit I've ever heard in my entire life. Me and Raven go to the same social media. We talk about silly things. If I had to describe her in 2 words, it'd be RAR XD. 8 out of 10. And she reminds me of the song Sleepyhead by Passion Pit. Shawnee Boy. I met Shawnee Boy in the 10th grade. I could almost genuinely cry right now when I think about the amount of footage that I lost because I tried to film underwater and broke my phone. But God, what can I say about Sean? I've shared my deepest of traumas with him, and I've also attempted to climb a tree with him. Sean is like Clarence from the hit Cartoon Network show Clarence, if Clarence was a teenage boy and watched Wendigoon. 10 out of 10! He's, oh my god. And of course, he reminds me of the song Good Habits by Sabaloo.
When I'm having a hard time, ask you my name.
K-Tussie. So I actually love Katie's name so much that I have a character based off of her. She's like a badass street warrior. Me, Starla, and Katie became friends all around the same time. And so inevitably, we became an unstoppable trio. Katie herself is brutally honest, and she's never afraid to tell me how gay I look. I wish Katie could magically hear this right now, wherever she is, so that she could know that she's loved. She is loved. Katie's a 10 out of 10. Easily, no question. And she reminds me of the song EOD Bedroom Dancing by Le Tigre. Nike! Yes, that's his real name. I met Nike in the 7th grade. I met him when he was a twink. Now he's getting pretty buff. It's pretty scary. But dude's just a nice guy. He's Nike. 8 out of 10. And he reminds me of the song Boyfriend by Big Time Rush. So my friend was dating Mooney's friend, and we all hung out together one time. And while my friend was sucking her friend's face, I was just like, so, you guys like Five Nights at Freddy's? What? Me too! What? And, that's how it began. Mooney's awesome. Mooney's a great friend. She's so silly. And she's like a fucking awesome, like, knitter, crocheter. Like, look at this shit. Look at that. That's fucking cool as balls. Like, she literally made, like, the hat from Spider-Verse. That's awesome. 10 out of 10. I love Mooney. And the song that reminds me of her is In the Meantime by Space Hog. Trapaholics. I met David in the 10th grade. He is a devious, horny little bastard, but I love him. We bonded over doing illegal activities. He's actually a really awesome skater. And, yeah. 9 out of 10. Love David. And he reminds me of the song Take the Charge by Project Pat. Juliet. So Juliet is a friend of my friend Luna, and we go to the same social media. She's a fucking awesome graffiti artist. Check that shit out. Woo! Stop playing with him. Too fire. She's just awesome. She's very cool. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. And she reminds me of the menu music from Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Yeah. Brogy! I met Brogan through one of my childhood best friends, Rocco. And Brogan is awesome. Since the day I met him, he's been my bro. He's just a bro like that. He's so bro, he works at Dick's. Like, what? He's also like an amazing lacrosse player. Like, he's like a pro, like straight up. He can lacrosse the fuck out of anyone. 10 out of 10. I love Brogy. And of course, he reminds me of the song Family Ties by Baby Keem and Kendrick Lamar.
That bitch chopper doing circles. It's a bird, bird. Take him to the potty. He's a nerd. Pop out. I ain't seen niggas hit corners in the motherfucking burbs. Pop out. Done politicking with the competition. What's the word?
Mila. I met Mila at the haunted house that I worked at. She was another one of my coworkers. She made going to work pretty swag. Mila is a silly Billy. I give her 8 out of 10. And the song that reminds me of her is Dead Bodies Everywhere by Korn. Javi is just a bro. One time we were in the band classroom and we did illegal activities with a sombrero on. It was pretty awesome. Javi has never been not nice to me. He is just that guy. 9 out of 10. Love Javi. And the song that reminds me of him is Religious Man by Mr. Loco.
We even listen. What I can tell. 'Cause you're my
Alex. I don't even remember how I met Alex. But she's cool. She's exactly the type of person you can just party with at any time. She's rad. I give her 8.5 out of 10. She's just cool. I mean, she's cool. And the song that reminds me of them is For Morant by Calm Trues.
I've been moving in backward directions during astral projections. I plaster my ass on the wall for retention. I need fast.
So easy being Dean, Jeffrey.
Oh, Dean. I met this guy working out of the haunted house. Dean came from a far, far away Irish land, all the way to Boise, Idaho, to become a pilot. Isn't that just fucking badass? I've heard Dean say the most outlandish of things, and I love it. I love it. His vernacular is just off the wall. He's a good man. He's a good man, and he's gonna make a great pilot one day. I just know. Dean's a 9 out of 10. Just a silly man. And he reminds me of the song The Wild One Forever by Tom Petty and Mark. Jade. Me and Jade go to the same social media. She's quite groovy, and she's a fucking amazing artist. I mean, look at that. Look, it's my boy Josuke. Oh my god, look at it. I give her 8 Ray Chiquitas out of 10. And the song that reminds me of her is I Want You by Savage Garden.
Can be like into a deep sea diver who is swimming with the raincoat. Come stand a little bit closer, breathe in and get a bit higher. You never know what hit you when I get to.
I met Brian in the dark ages, the 8th grade. There's no other way I can describe him other than just, he's a bundle of joy. He's just a bundle of joy. I love Brian. He's also like the only other dude here in my tiny mountain hick town that listens to MF Doom. So he's automatically 10 out of 10. Ooh, stop playing with him. And the song that reminds me of him is Bad Character by Quasimodo, Madlib. Ooh, stop playing with him.
Analyze with astro black shit. Bad got the graphic hit, so we get lit. We commence the astro traveling, grabbing up skin, so we can play a game of javelin.
Guillermo. I met Guillermo in the 10th grade. He is one sassy man. He is infinitely sassy. I have not witnessed any sass just like Guillermo's. But under all of his sass, Guillermo is just a sweetie pie. He's also my favorite homosexual. He's my favorite gay man. I give him a 9 out of 10. And the song that reminds me of him is Hater Lovin' by Steve Lacy. I met Millie way back in the day when I used to look like this. Millie Vanilli is a silly Billy. She's cooler than cool. She's way past chilly. I give her a 10 out of 10. And she reminds me of the song Dog's Dub by Sublime. Jesse! Whoa! Jesse! I love Jesse. He made social studies a blast. I give him a 10 out of 10. And the song that reminds me of him is Give Me One More Chance by Los Yesterdays. I met Dali in the 7th grade. Dali was actually the first one who submitted her name on the Instagram. And I purposely haven't done her until now just to piss her off. I met Dali in the 7th grade. She is actually older than me, but she's a grade younger than me. I give Dali a 8 out of 10. And she reminds me of the song Drown by Strange Boutique. I met Aiden in 10th grade. He is horny and depraved and insanely loyal. I'm not a girl, so he treats me with the utmost respect. So I give him a 9 out of 10. And he reminds me of the song Memory of by De La Soul.
Part of my existence, I remember your face. You came in and got
Los Mila. I've known Liz Mila since the 7th grade. She lives like right down the street from me. And recently, I had this idea for a short film, and I told her it in hopes that she would want to act in it. And she said it was stupid and that she was never gonna act in it. I hate Liz Mila. She's a bastard and she pisses me off. 9.5 out of 10. Liz Mila's a real one. And she reminds me of the song Pop Star by Coco and Claire.
Not my fault that your man can't win us over. Looking this good doesn't come for free. If you wanna hang with bad bitches, there's gonna be a fee.
Is also fine? What do you mean? Oh my gosh,
Tyrese. Oh my. Wow.
Oh my floaty floors.
I met him in the 10th grade on my first day, and we had PE together. And he is just this beautiful soul. Tyrese is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful boy. Tyrese is a 10 out of 10. Oh my gosh, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. And of course, he reminds me of the song I Gotcha by Lupe Fiasco.
You know we get, and so to sign off, this beat I rhyme off. It's from the loneliest pit, and you don't mind boss. You feel it in the air.
Saying she's a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke nigga. Hey, I ain't saying she's a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke nigga. Hey, get down, girl. Hey, get down. Oh, cool down, girl. Go ahead, get down. Hey.
Steve. So Steve would throw these like really gay pool parties, and they were off the chain. Off the chain. And one day I ended up at one of those pool parties, and that's how I met him. So at the time I was like, I get like no bitches. Like perhaps maybe going to this gay pool party will unleash my biness. Perhaps I'm secretly bi. Voice from above. He said,
"You are a straight man. You do not want anything in your booty hole."
And that's how I knew I was straight. Steve is a 9 out of 10. Great party host. And he reminds me of the song, "It's Not a Fashion Statement, It's a Fucking Death Wish" by MCR.
Rocco.
I met Rocco in the 5th grade. Ever since then, we just been like this, bro. We just been tight like that. I love this man. Oh, I love this man. What else can I say? 10 out of 10. And the song that reminds me of him is Pretty Girl by Clairo.
We've all got something to fear. We've all got nowhere to go. I think we're all insane, but I guess I am too. Everybody would be if they were stuck on Earth with you. Yes! Life and death and love and earth and life and death and love and earth and life and death and
Luna! I met Luna at a rock and roll show. She was the drummer in my friend's band, and I went to go see them play. But they didn't play because my friend gave her magic mushrooms, and she ended the night running around the venue in tears. I think Luna is a modern poet. Everything she makes is so mindful and real, just like her. Luna is like a girl version of Michael Cera. Luna is a 10 out of 10. And she reminds me of the song Baja by Donna and Eldon.
Eduardo.
I met Eddie in the 6th grade. He is a tornado of positivity. Eddie is the best of us. And he also has like an amazing taste in fashion. He like makes clothes and shit. Like he knows how to stitch. Look at that. That's fucking amazing. That's wow. And the way that he's at peace with the world around him makes me want to strive and be a better man. I love Eddie. 10 out of 10. And the song that reminds me of him is Stand Tall by Childish Gambino.
There is a voice inside our soul. So smile when you can.
Haley! I love Haley. Haley is genuinely one of my favorite people on the planet. I met her in the 10th grade. She happens to be the most put together person in the world and the most insane person in the world. Haley is a 10 out of 10. And she reminds me of the song Yugure by Lamp.
Up with Sherman, get butt naked and oil myself.
Sebastian is my childhood best friend. We grew up together in the suburbs of Nampa, Idaho. We went to Ronald Reagan Elementary. Our school worshipped Ronald Reagan like he was a good person. Of course, we were the only 2 brown kids in our class. We stuck together. Everyone was like, "Are you guys cousins? Are you guys related?" We were in fact not related, but might as well be. That's my brother. 10 out of 10. And the song that reminds me of him is Pink Matter, featuring Andre 3000 by Frank Ocean.
Pink matter, cotton candy, Majin Buu. Oh, oh, oh. Close my.
I met Sarah at a pool party, and she spent the entire school year believing that I was this girl that she knew because we had similar hair. But at least she thought I was pretty, and we bonded over our love of Kurt Cobain. Sarah is a silly Billy. Sarah's awesome. Sarah's just like a really nice person. I love Sarah. 10 out of 10. Sarah reminds me of the song Oh Fiona by Adventure Time.
Oh, Fiona, your fist has touched my heart. Oh, Fiona.
I actually love Orion. He is pretty awesome. I met him in the 10th grade. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. And he reminds me of the song Be My Icon by Duran Duran. Kiana. I met Kiana in the 10th grade. She's very intimidating. She has like this bad bitch aura around her. Like she's a goddamn like anime villain, like a JoJo villain. But she seems very silly. She seems silly. And I can't knock that. So that's a 8 out of 10. And she reminds me of the song Johnny by Kitty. Seth wasn't in the video because I gotta get to everyone, but I'm here with him right now. I think that the real adventure type shit is the friends you made along the way.